What's up, guys? Welcome back to the FNG Academy. Buck here, former Green Beret, here to help you guys get selected. Alright guys, in this video I wanted to talk about why you join the Army. Why do it? There's plenty of reasons. They asked us that in basic and people were just like, bleh. And I was one of them. I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. Didn't see that coming. Like, who gives a crap, right? We're here, so let's just deal with it and figure this shit out as we go. But that's a big question that you guys need to have an answer for. Not for anybody else, not if they ask you in basic, but you need to have that answer for yourself. Why are you joining? This video is sponsored by 18 Alpha Fitness. If you haven't checked out 18 Alpha Fitness to hit your fitness goals getting ready for selection, then what are you doing with your life? My dudes, go check out Kevin over at 18 Alpha Fitness. Tell him Buck sent you. See if he hooks you up. I'm sure he will. Also, guys, do me a favor, stick around to the end of the video. I met this awesome dude. He's a former Ranger, and he's running a badass program. You get to fly around in helicopters and shoot shit. It's going to be so dope. So I'll link that video at the end of this video. So make sure you stick around to check it out. He's got 2 spots left. Let's see if we can get those filled. Hurry up and sign up. I promise you it's going to be worth it. All right, guys. So you need to decide why you are joining the military. Why are you doing it? You guys ask me all the time. You're like, hey, Buck, I really want to join, but it's against my, morals and values to get the old, you know what I mean? That they're going to make you get. So that's really up to you and why you are joining. Everyone joins for a different reason. I joined to get my act together. I was getting in fights. I was getting kicked out of college at the time for fighting. I could not, for the life of me, get my act together. And I was hoping that the military would give me some structure that I didn't get from my father. He left when I was 1. My mom was not a good figure in my life. And I needed some structure and some guidance, and I was hoping the military would provide that for me, which it did eventually. We fought each other, me and the military and the structure, we fought each other for a hard minute before I figured out how to make it work. But that's why I joined. Some people join for college money to get their college paid off or to get college paid for tuition assistance. Some people join to get out of their small towns that they hate, and they didn't know how else to do it besides joining the military. Some people join because they have no other dream in life than to just be a soldier, to be an infantryman, to be a ranger, to be a Green Beret, to be Air Force. That's their dream. So it almost doesn't matter why you joined, right? Because you are all going to end up in the same spot as far as that goes. But when it does matter why you join is when you're asking yourselves questions like, hey, the Army's going to make me do this thing and get this thing that I don't want. Do I still join? I can't answer that question for you guys. I will tell you this. When you join the Army, you give away a lot of your rights. So things change once you join the military. UCMJ is a lot stricter than your rights as a U.S. citizen. So you need to understand the rights that you're giving up. And I never had the choice when I was in the military whether or not I was going to get the flu shot, whether or not I was going to take the deployment prescriptions, whether or not I was going to get the deployment shots. When we were getting ready for Afghanistan, they don't even tell you what you're going to get. They say, go to the doctor's office, get your shots. Doctor looks at it, going to Afghanistan, wham, 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 wham. He's plugging you so full of needles, dude, you think you're going to turn purple and float down the fucking street like a blueberry. Like, you have no idea what that guy just put into you. I'm sure he'll tell you if you asked him, but what is it going to do? You're getting it anyways, right? So in the military, we just got used to the fact that if there was a shot available that claimed to help us get over anything, we're getting it. And whether you like it or not, that was just the thing. But fortunately for us, there was never this like political weirdness around getting a shot. It was always just like, hey, get the flu shot because that's what you should do. Or, hey, take this pill because malaria will kick your ass. So we just did it. But now you guys are faced with something different, something that's, you think is just to protect you, but it's oddly political somehow. I don't even understand it. I don't understand how we got to this point. We just had a friend over and she's a doctor in the ER. And she's like, you need it. Like, you need it. And then we got friends that are like, you don't need it. And whether you do get it or don't get it, I don't give a damn. That's on you. But I really don't care if you're pro or anti. I don't care. That's political. You're getting into politics now, and that's where you're making a mistake. But for your personal beliefs and views and values, that's on you to determine. If you're asking what Buck thinks, here's the deal for me. And it's just personal. And again, I don't know how many times I got to say it. You probably shouldn't listen to me. So for me, it's in order: God, family, country. If it violates my religious beliefs and I truly feel like it's going to put me at odds with my God, whichever God you believe in, or if you don't believe in God, again, that's entirely up to you. I don't care, right? I don't care what you do. What decisions you make. That's your life, right? So no judgment there. But for me, if it's going to violate my religious beliefs wholeheartedly, like I feel like it's really going to put me at odds with my God, I'm not doing it. And then 2, if it's going to put my family in a bad position, I'm not doing it, right? Second from God is my family. I have to take care of my family. And that's paying bills and, making sure that my daughters now, I have 2 daughters now, like have everything that they need. So that's my biggest thing, is taking care of my family. And then country. If I could serve, if I can give back, if I could be a positive influence in my countrymen's lives, heck yeah, dude. That's what I want to do. That's badass, because that's going to give me fulfillment. That's going to make me happy. That's going to make me a happier person. I'm going to help people grow. I want to help them hit their goals, and then we all grow together. That's badass, right? But those have to line up for me. So what is your thing? What is your line in the sand, if you will, when it comes to things like that? You have to ask yourself that. And don't, go looking for some veteran, whether it's me or somebody else, to tell you, you should do this. They don't know your life. They don't know your circumstances. They don't know what you're dealing with. And does that violate your religious beliefs? Does that put your family in a worse spot? Those are all decisions, guys, that you have to make. And this video is probably going to get demonetized because for some reason, every time you talk about that shot, it demonetizes everything. And then you get like a little warning, somebody mentioned this shot. I don't get it, to be honest with you. Is this about our health or is this about politics? I think the minute politicians got involved is when people started going, whoa, pump the brakes. What's happening here? Time out, which is your right to do. But when it comes to the military, just know that you're not going to have the ability to say no. You're going to have to do that stuff. When I tell you about the reason I joined and how it was like to get my ass in line, I was reluctant. So when I tell you it was a hard fight between me and the military, I was reluctant. I was like, this is stupid. You guys got a bunch of stupid rules. I don't like this. This is lame. This life sucks. I want out of here. But here's what the military does. They're very smart, right? They're not going to let you go because they know a lot of people will just be like, fuck this, I'm out. And they'll just peace off. So what they'll do is they're going to make you do the same job. They're going to make that job worse by doing staff duty, extra duty. And on top of that, they're going to take your pay and they're going to drop that shit way down. So not only are you doing a worse job, you're getting paid less. So the Army really has that figured out. It's like, oh, hey, you don't like it? Oh, you don't want to do your shit? You don't want to get in line? That's all right. We got you. We're going to strip your pay through UCMJ, and you're going to get paid less money, and you're going to get put on extra duty, which means you're not going to have weekends. When everyone else is out having fun and decompressing, your ass is going to be scrubbing barracks and picking up trash. So good luck with your little rebellion, right? Like, they will crush you. So they forced me to get in line because one thing I value was my rank. I value that a lot. I was like, I don't want to lose my rank. I worked too hard for it. So they got me. So I fell in line and ended up being one of the best things I've ever done because I needed that structure. I needed that. I needed that in my life. I didn't have a father around and a solid mom to teach me those things. My grandpa was an amazing man, but he's busy running a business. So I needed that, right? But that's a personal thing that I needed for me, and that fulfilled me, and that's something I got out of it. I can't tell you to go do the same thing, and I can't even promise that that will happen for you. We each have our own decisions to make. We each have our own paths to take. And so I wish I can give you guys more on what to do, but that's something that you need to determine for yourself. I put my priorities in a list, and it helps me. God, family, country. And if those top two aren't taken care of first, sorry, man, the serving my country stuff is going to have to go to the wayside until I can get those things in order. That's unpatriotic. Well, you know what? Guess what, dude? I'll be the first to tell you my family comes first, and I'm not going to be ashamed of that. And that's my line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, kind of a rant, but you know, what else is Channel 4 if I can't rant a little bit? So, all right, guys, I hope that helps with your decision-making process on whether or not to join. Figure out why you're joining. What's the value to you? Or if it's not that important, but then all of a sudden you really don't want to get this shot, and you're just going to join for a little bit of clout, you know, well, then the scale is weighed at that point, and you know the answer. You're just looking for someone else to confirm your answer. But also don't use that shot as an excuse because you're afraid and you want to bail out on some fears and not achieve your goals either. So look in the mirror, make the right decisions for you, and figure out what your priorities really are. All right, guys, talk to you next time. Hope that helps. And sorry I even said the word politics. I hate politics. I don't want to talk about it. I don't like it. Politics are stupid. Keep me out of that shit. But every once in a while, you gotta dabble in there and at least put your 2 cents in. So talk to you guys next time. Again, don't take what I say too seriously. I'm no one of any value or importance. I'm just speaking my mind on a YouTube channel, hoping to help some people out and help them achieve their dreams. Talk to you guys next time.
It's obvious, I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall, and now you'll be the reason why my soul is Somebody help me, 'cause I'm feeling trapped and I don't know what to do. There's no one to save me from this hurt I feel deep within my bones. Did you ever think of me and see the things I did? Sold my soul and everything, I was to the lowest bid. Crawled into your poison dome, yet every